Hi everyone, I'm going to show how to display the crime data as a heat map using the QGIS symbology style, the KDE, which is the kernel density estimation. So if you come to this website, you are able to find the various crime types across the UK in CSV. I will put also the link to the description. Then once you have the data sets download, what you can do is to, for example, bring in December, which is around the Christmas time. So we will just try to see how this data set is concentrated or areas of intensity across the UK. So we will add, and once you add, it's like this. We can also inspect it over here. So we have the month, the crime ID, the longitude, latitude, also the crime type, but we are most interested in displaying the intensity of certain crime types. To just give this a bit of context, we can, for example, add a base map. Let's see, or even just a world map layer. You can do that here, and then we open this and since we have the entire globe, maybe it's just a good idea to first select or extract only UK. So what I would do is you can just use select by attribute, but mostly I like to do this select, and then I'll just export this self-selected features. So I'll just call this also UK2, and then I can turn this off. So now we have all the crime data within a certain geographical coordinates, which is the UK. The next thing I would like to do is to maybe make this transparent. If you look at it like this without even changing the symbology type to heat map, you can still make sense from it that most crimes are within the southern part, but sometimes it's good to also change the symbology. So what I will do is to let's change it to a heat map. It will take a while, but while it is changing, you can also try to experiment with this a little bit. You can also change this from light red to large red. You see that now it is not displaying the density on anything. You can choose to do it by location, by name, by crime type, but this is going to put everything together. So the best idea is to create an expression that will go through the crime type field and extract a particular type of crime. It can be theft, it can be robbery, it can be rape, it can be anything. I've already generated this, so I'm just going to look for categories in here. I will take that from here because I did it not long ago, and then copy that to this part. So what this SQL syntax is doing is going to look for a particular attribute that has violence in it. So if you just inspect Okay, it's not gonna open now, but I can close this. If you open this now, there are some keywords like violence, like crime, and stuff like that. So you can use those keywords to extract the information you want from this particular column. So that is what we are trying to do here. So anytime it sees field or a column name as field type, we will use a like function to extract names that are similar or that are like violence or violence in it, and then you assign value 10 to it. And when the crime type has this thing in it that is just like sexual or something, then it will give it 5, and any other thing else we will assign 1 to it. So that is how it is here. What I will do is that we want to create a new field out of this, so I think it's good to do it this way. Yes, we will call this density, and then we'll paste our syntax here, and the preview is then meaning that everything is okay. So it will create a new field called density, and then we can display the heat map on that particular column. So this is the column. So you do it way by density, and this will also take a while. So whilst it is displaying, we can just move straight to using the KDE to also show the intensity of this crime on the different locations. So for you to work with such estimation based on locational processing tool, it's always a good idea to reproject this data. So what I'm going to do is to reproject this. This reprojects. So we are using this points data, and then we can change this to the British National Grid. You can see that there were more than 8,000 records, so it is always going to take a while for see that this is still rendering. But since we have the reprojected layer, we can just go straight to the KDE, the kernel density estimation. So we like to use the point layer as this reprojected. This we can also change it to maybe 5,000 or 500. But this value is mostly equivalent to the map unit. Okay, let's leave it like this. And on this too, we can change it to 50. You always have to experiment which is the best visualization. And radius from short, this we will leave it like that. But this one, weight from the field, we would like to change it to density. This will also take a while. So this is how it will look like. You realize that in the south it's just like what we had before, and in the north it's almost like there is no data over there. But that is basically how to show an intensity of either a points data set. Yeah, just to show where you have most frequency of things happening. But as you can see, this is not very intuitive, like I said. With this one, you can immediately see the concentration of crime within the UK. Yeah, if you want to style this later on, you can check the different symbology type. You can make it graduated, I think, because this is coming from KDE, so you can always change it to graduated into different classes instead of continuous, instead of single band pseudo color. And yeah, you can also put it into the print layout and then add different things that will be useful. So that is it. I hope that you can use similar data sets or different data sets also show the intensity or the frequency of events for different type of data. Thank you.